It's your boy, Big Body Cisco. Can we talk? Another installment of your favorite podcast, and we start things off with sports. It's been a sports-filled thing. I've been kind of straying away from it, but since we do this weekly, it's only right. Big Body Sports, my Niners defeat the Arizona Cardinals 16-15 with our new kicker, Eddie Dinero. We don't call him Pinero. We call him Dinero because my man is money. 35-yard game-winning field goal as time expired. Mac 10 Jones filling in again, got hurt for the also already injured Brock Purdy. Had less than 2 minutes to drive down the field. Look, you guys already know where my loyalty stands. I'm a Niner fan through and through, but it's getting scary. He had key passes to Christian McCaffrey. Look, I'm not even going to lie. Christian McCaffrey is playing a lot more than I thought he would already, and he looks the part. CMC, as long as we can keep CMC upright, we're good because a lot of injuries has been hitting us along with him and Ricky Pearsall balling out. Ricky had 117 yards on 8 catches, and this is without Juwan Jennings. This is without Brandon Ayuk. So I think once we get these weapons back, it's going to be a dope time for us Niner fans. But first in the NFC West, we can say that we're 3-0 right now, but it's going to be a long, long season. But it didn't come without a price. Bittersweet win as we lost Nick Bosa. Yes, that Nick Bosa for the rest of the season with an ACL injury. Look, we just started. I was analyzing the D-line. You had Bryce Huff. You had Mykel Williams, the rookie, along with Nick Bosa was doing that thing. They're going to have to pick up the slack, and I think they're looking for a trade right now. Trey Hendrickson is looking real good because, you look, Mac Jones, I love you, brother. But now that Brock Purdy's back, if we could trade Mac Jones to Cincinnati, who doesn't have Joe Burrow now, for Trey Hendrickson, just for a rental for the rest of the season, that might be that you put Trey Hendrickson in the Bosa spot. You put him next to Bryce Huff, next to Mykel Williams, Fred Warner, and the boys. I'm just saying, in a perfect world, that's what it'd do. But bittersweet, 3-0. But it didn't come without a price. Get well soon to Nick Bosa. But fantasy football, if you guys know, I'm a fantasy football buff. I limited down to 3 leagues this year. I'm normally in like 5. I think 3 is my sweet spot. 3 because I'll be good like in 1 and bad in like 2. Neither here nor there. But a lot of injuries. James Conner's going to be out for the rest of the season with an ankle. CeeDee Lamb went down. Najee Harris, Bay Area kid, man. tore his Achilles. Oh, man, let me know, remind Austin over there because San Diego Chargers are doing their thing. But I think with Omari and Hampton, they're looking good right now, man. So, prayers go out to Najee Harris, but I think Omari and Hampton is definitely going to be something good for the Chargers. Mike Evans was doing his thing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He pulled up with a hamstring. Honorable mentions of the losers. I like to torment my friends who are Raider fans and Cowboy fans. Raiders lost, Rams lost, Cowboys lost. And the Niners win. And the Chargers win. Come on, I got to do it for my brother Austin over there. So a win is a win. Fantasy football, we're going to try to get more into that. You guys have any questions or comments for fantasy football, put it down there in the comments. All right, moving on. You guys know I like watching movies, right? So we got a show, Chief of War, that we're going to talk about the season finale, but not before we get into another movie review. I said I was going to say, hey, I need a movie review for this week's talking about whether it be good or bad. Spoiler alert if you guys are going to watch this, but Highest to Lowest, the Spike Lee joint with Denzel Washington and A$AP Rocky. Watched it with high hope. It's currently on Apple TV, released early September. It's a Spike Lee movie. So you guys already know it's going to have like a weird take. You guys watch He Got Game and Do the Right Thing. There's like an intricate way of Spike Lee of how he directs his films, right? Modern take on the 1963 Japanese film High and Low with a New York backdrop with the Spike Lee signature style. So this was already a story in Japan. It was called High and Low, but Spike Lee put his New York touch on it. And shout out Spike Lee because he always tries to throw in them. He's a New York fan through and through. So he threw jabs at Boston fans. He threw jabs, he bigged up his New York Yankee fans. But Denzel Washington plays a wealthy music exec, David King, who gets a ransom call for what he thinks is his son, but there's a plot twist. It turns out to be his chauffeur's son. I'm going to let you guys watch the movie because the storyline wasn't bad. I actually seen the preview and I was like, oh, they're doing a take off Diddy. Definitely not a Diddy movie. It's definitely, I think the only thing that had a reference to Diddy was being a music exec, in which was Denzel, who he played. He plays King faces a moral dilemma. Either pay a massive ransom to save a kid who isn't his and the risk his entire company or refuse. Look, watch this part. I'm not going to get too much into that. But the overall reviews have said the acting is great. Don't get me wrong. Denzel could play a bum and still play that. And I'd give him $1 knowing he was Denzel. And that's how good Denzel is. This movie was, nothing less than spectacular acting wise. I just think for me, ASAP Rocky was a little much for me. He plays young felon for his rawness as the primary villain in the movie. I will let you watch the movie for that. But some social media says the movie started off slow, and then it just lost me on the storyline. The thing that I took away from this whole movie, shout out Spike Lee, shout out Denzel. If you guys are going to go check out a movie, go check out Highest to Lowest if you guys got time for it. But there was a line in the movie that caught my eye. Attention is the biggest form of currency nowadays. And that reigns through and through this generation, through this social media generation. So attention is the biggest form of currency. That was something that they were talking about, how Denzel's character was, he was getting the attention for, saving the kid or whatever. Attention is a hell of a drug. Whether you guys are watching this now, whether you guys are watching it for likes, whether you guys are watching it for posts that you guys put up and feel like it's not getting enough likes, don't get caught up in the currency of attention. Because I understand everybody needs attention, but with this instant gratification with social media that we have, be very careful, because in the truth of it all, attention is the biggest form of currency now in these days. All right, Chief of War. Hit the booty shots. There it is. Okay. Season finale recap. Spoiler alert if you guys haven't watched it already. Oh, man. Directed the finale was Jason Momoa. So he directed this whole thing. Look at some of the behind the scenes. But the finale has the big finale between Kamehameha and his cousin. I ain't even going to say the other name, but the dude that Uncle Bully played, that decides who rules the island of Hawaii. One of the biggest moments is how he died. Uncle Bully. He believed the gods are on his side, but a volcanic eruption, which you see, look, let me just tell y'all, a lot of my friends shout out all my friends that were in the scenes, that were during the war scene. Dope war scenes. The finale really drives home the show's main theme, the danger of Western influence. Because if you guys didn't know, Kayana over there didn't tell them that they had guns, and right when they attacked Kayana, they moved and was shooting them with guns. It was an unfair fight. It was like bringing a gun to a knife fight, but it was dope fight. Deals with the devil, sets up the future of the islands. We already know where the story goes, but for everyone hating on this Chief of War, go eat a hot bag of shit, because Jason Momoa is doing his thing. The battle for the island of Hawaii is over, but the war for the entire kingdom is just beginning. Come on, man. Go check out that Chief of War. Now you can binge watch. A lot of my friends are like, I'm not going to watch it and wait till the season finale is done. Now you just might have ruined it by watching this, because now I done ruined 9 episodes for you. But the way it was done, the way it was transpired and everything, make sure you go support that. Shout out to Jason Momoa. Toxic topic of the day is it okay for your partner to go out with their single friends? I get DMs upon DMs to wanting to make this a toxic topic, and here we are. Every person has either the one friend that is single when you're in a relationship, or a group of single friends that you're only one booed up. Whether it be your girlfriend or the boyfriend, it's always your single friends going out. Influences, bad influences. Of course, they all still want to go out, but do you go with them? Do you allow your partner to go with them? We know the issues with this. Cheating, of course, physical, emotional, involuntary hall passes for couples who are into that. Are you just being a good friend? Are you just lying to yourself? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Is it a bad thing to go out with your single friends? And I hate to keep beating the horse over and over with it, but misery loves company. So if you're a single friend, or you have a group of single friends, and you're the happy friend that got a happy thing going on, your single friends are going to want to try to destroy that. Not purposely, but just some little small jabs in there somewhere. But in the comments right now, is it okay for your partner to go out with their single friends? Look, fellas, you know what I'm talking about. When they have the bachelor party, babe, I got to go to the bachelor. You guys always downplay it too. Yeah. We got to go to Rodney's birthday. It's knowing damn well Rodney's birthday about to be cracking, but you got to downplay it to yeah, babe, it's just going to be a few of us going out for a few drinks. Fellas, the girls ain't stupid either. Social media is going to get you caught up too. So be very careful and be very wary of how you do these things. Telling you guys, they're more smarter than you think. Upcoming shows, Holo Holo Sacramento. I'm heading out there. If you guys are watching this on Friday, I'm heading out today to head out to Sacramento. Holo Holo, September 27th. We got Holo Holo Hawaii, October 18th and 19th. And Bay to the Beach at Avila Beach, October 25th, E40, Too Short, La Russell, Pilo, and more. All the goings on. Hey, and don't forget, we got brand new merch for you guys at BigBodyCisco.com. the Shack LV. We're still hiring a couple barbers. We just got 2 brand new barbers. And starting next week, you're going to see each barber from my barbershop. They're going to be joining me on Can We Talk with your boy, Big Body Cisco, learning a little bit more about them and their story, and them kind of like doing these topics with me as well. So with that said, hope you guys have a beautiful weekend. Love one another and do everything you do with love. I'm your boy, Big Body Cisco, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.